Okay, so today we will be learning about the software. And the software we'll be learning that will be C++. Okay, and now on the first thing they say two key concept in OOP, object and classes. OOP, what OOP stand for?
Object-oriented programming.
Exactly, object-oriented programming. Okay, what develop because limitation. What did covered in earlier. In the past, they get a program in Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, okay, and basically that is be very limited, deal with the memory problem, okay. So later on, they come up with the C++, okay, and most of the company they converted from any different program into the C++ programming. What we need this software for electronic. Okay, if you're looking on the textbook, and they also using the software to solving electronic problem. However, they so behind. The thing is they still using the basic programming that a very long time ago, not up to date. We're doing the same, but we're using C++ programming, okay? And in here, they can telling you Pascal, C, Basic, Fortran, okay? And some different program, basically they be very limited, so that's why they want C++, okay? Now, before we're doing it, okay, I need to tell you, talking to you about the computer. So in your computer, you get the memory. If you want to tell the computer what to do, then what's supposed to be? What you do?
Write in a computer language.
Huh. If you want the computer, what you want to do, that means you have to write the program. For example, Windows, okay? They have to write a software to tell the computer to doing a window. Whatever you want to do, you must be writing the program, okay? And the program they get two different languages. One they call a high level, and the other one we call a low level. Okay, the high level languages that means using English. However, if you're using English, the computer cannot understand. Computer understand only either one or zero, binary, nothing else. Okay, so if you want to using the high level, then you need the translator or compiler. That means they're changing from English to the binary. So the computer can understand what you want to do. Okay? And the high level, that is the high level. Okay? You reading, you understand. Computer cannot. Now, low level, that means assembly. Okay, that means they writing by 0 or 1. Just 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, and you read, you cannot understand. However, the computer understand right away. That's assembler languages. In the past, they're using assembler. Not now. In the company, anything using assembler before, they converted into C++. The thing is, not too many people understand assembler. Okay? So they don't want to using assembler anymore. Why? The thing is, if that person quit the job, it's hard to find another one to keep working on. So that's why they're converting everything into C++. So you can see the difference. The high level, when you're running, they will be slower than assembler. The thing is they need translated from English into binary. Then the computer can understand what you want to do. Assembler, they using 0, 1. That means a computer language. They can understand right away. So running, they will be a little faster. Okay? Now, we're talking about the computer itself. You don't have to understand much inside the computer. Okay? But few things you must understand. In the computer, see what they get inside. If you buy the computer, the first thing they get the CPU, Central Processing Unit. The thing is, if you buy the computer, you don't know which CPU you want, then they cannot sell it. So which one CPU okay at this time? Very good at this time. What CPU?
Central Processor Unit.
I understand that's Central Processing Unit. However, my question is, which CPU good at this time?
Intel?
No, that's the manufacturer, not the CPU.
Fast processing time, process the information very fast.
No. I say if you want to buy the computer, then you must select the CPU.
What do you use? i5, i6, i9? What do you have?
Exactly.
Depend of your money, but I guess nowadays i7.
i7. Okay. The new, they get i3, i5, i7. The old one will be a dual. Okay. So this is the CPU. Good or not good. i7 cost more than i5. i5 cost more than i3. Okay. So now you buy the computer, you not most of the time you get i7. Okay. In the computer, you get what they call a memory. And a memory, they get a different type, two types. Okay. One they call a RAM. When you're learning digital, you will know. Another one they can call a EEPROM. EEPROM, that means the memory contain the operating of your computer. That means you cannot send anything data into the memory EEPROM. Electrical, okay, program read only memory. If you want to change it when you turn on your computer, normally you have to press F2. They go to the setup, and now you're able to change data inside this memory. And another memory that is the RAM, random access memory. When you buy the computer, they be asking you how much memory you want. That's talking about RAM. You can say 4 gigabyte, right? 8 gigabyte or 12 gigabyte. The bigger number will be much better. So what happens is when you turn on your computer, then on up the Windows program will be loading into the RAM to set up
Just to them keep on it.
for your computer to do the window.
You cut in half? Yeah. I gotta keep on $6 something, how come $8? How come
She got avocado, and I told her it was extra.
Oh,
Mute.
okay.
Okay, so when you turn on your computer, so they will be loading Windows to your computer memory to make your computer working with the window. And that window will be loading into the RAM, okay? Random access memory. When you turn off your computer, anything inside the RAM will be erased. And now, if you want to run the PSPI simulation, you double click on the schematic. What happened? They will be loading on up the program to do a PSPI also into the RAM for you to do. Okay? So anything you want to do, they must be loading into the RAM. If you get a small memory and you keep loading everything, so your computer run will be slow. The thing is too much data, okay, inside the memory. So that's why normally if you're not using open something and you're not doing anymore, better quit. When you're leaving PSPI, they will be delete everything on PSPI in the memory so you can get more room. Okay? Otherwise, they loading, keep loading. And some people don't know something special for the virus. Basically, the virus, you didn't see it, but they are running in the back. Okay? In the back, so you never see it. However, they still occupy in the memory. So that's why if you don't need that, you better remove it. Okay? Otherwise, they make your computer run slower. Okay? That is the memory. Now we're talking about the other thing, and that's what you need to know. Now we're talking about memory here. Now I get the computer only 3 wire ABC. Okay, I give you example. 1Y, B, C. So I get 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and we need one more. 1. And the second one. Okay, if you get a 3 wire, so try to see how many memory address or memory location you get. Okay?
It's 8.
Yeah. You're using the formula 2 power of n minus 1. Okay? You get only 3. 2 power of 3 minus 1. Okay? 2 power of 3, 8 minus 1 will be number 7 in decimal. But 2 power of 3 equal 8 address. Or they call a location. Okay, so the first one location will be 0. 1, I'm talking about decimal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you using a decimal, maximum will be number 7. However, the total will be 8. The thing is they start from 0. So that is the address. That is the location in the computer. And in the computer, the standard, I given you example. For example, number 3 for display. Number 4 location for keyboard. And number 5 location for mouse. This is a standard. That means every computer must be doing the same. The thing is they don't want to buy a computer using only that kind of the on the display. They cannot sell it. So that's why they have to be standard on the display, on the keyboard, on the mouse, on the printer port or whatever. Okay? So if the computer want to display, they go to location 011, that means number 3. If the computer want talking to the keyboard, then they go to location number 4. So each location will be contain the information. I given you another example here. When you do MC lab, okay, P-Spy lab, any lab, or assignment. Okay, when you do assignment, zero one. So you know that assignment 01 here. What is it? They're using the Excel, right? Assignment 01 here. Basically, just the address in your drive. C drive, D drive, or whatever. That will be address. Now, what the content inside assignment number 1. When you double click, they display the Excel, right? Inside, you have to do your homework. So whatever inside, that will be information. That will be the data. Assignment 01, just a location. And inside that location will be contain your data. Same thing. In the computer, I say location number 3 for the monitor. That means in that location number 3, they contain all of the thing information needs for the computer to connect into the display. So you have to understand address or location and the data. Address means the location inside that contain all of the data you need. Okay? Now, this is a very simple for memory with on 3 wire. Your computer is not 3 wire. How many wire? How many bits? When you buy the computer, you must know how many bits.
64.
64 right now, right? That means you get
Yes,
a 64 wire in your computer. Okay? And now if you want to say how much address, how much location inside, you have to using 2 power 64. Okay? Will be very, very big. In the past, the computer only 16 wire. So the memory will be 2 power. Address will be 2 power 16. Okay, 2 power 16, if you count by the decimal, they going from 0 location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep going. What the maximum?
65,535.
Very good. 65,535. Okay? So that is the own computer 16-bit. Now, you get own computer and you want to buy the hard drive, 1 gigabyte. Is it working or not working?
No,
No. Why?
not enough memory spaces.
The thing is your computer go up to only 65, 535. And this is gigabyte, it's too big. Okay? They cannot get any location higher than 65, 535. So that's why never talk about upgrade your computer. No. If you want good computer, you have to throw away the motherboard. Cannot upgrade it. The thing is that the hardware inside the motherboard. 16-bit, they get 16 wire only. If you want to be 32-bit or 64-bit, you have to buy new motherboard. Okay? And now, if we can see that thing, A equal 3. B equal to C equal A times B. What do you think you get?
6.
Very good. 6. Okay, now, if you're looking into this statement here, A equal to 3. What is A?
Variable.
Very good. Variable. Okay. B also variable. C also variable. When you're talking about variable, that means you're talking about the software. If we're talking about the hardware, what A is?
Those are addresses or locations.
Right, very perfect. That will be address inside the computer. Okay? The thing is basically you know address, they will be 10011. However, human cannot deal with 01. So that's why they have to using English. And the computer convert into the binary. So this is what we call a variable. And inside this variable, the data content will be number 3. Okay? And also B will be variable. And the content inside that address or location will be number 2. And C will be also address. And that will be take content of A times content of B equals 6. And 6 will be stored into address C. So make sure you understand basic thing on the software. When you say A equal whatever, then A will be variable on the software. However, on the hardware, they basically just a location named A inside the memory. Okay? So when you get how to solving electronic problem, I given you example. You can see in the transistor yesterday, we know the VBB equal VCC time R2 divide R1 plus R2. This is a voltage divider. Now, if you have to do it, you have to substitute the value of VCC, R2, R1, R2, and do your calculation. Okay? And when we're using the software, then you don't have to do your calculation. You just give it the formula into the computer, and the computer do everything for you. Okay? You don't have to do by hand. That is the purpose of the programming to help to solving the electronic program. Okay? So now we go. Okay? This is the handout I given to you. Make sure you need to read 100 times in order to understand. Only thing is make sure you will be highlight what you need to see every time you read. You don't have to read everything, okay? Just highlight what important thing we need. First thing, an object function called member function. Typical provide only one way to access the data. We don't care. For that, you're not a programmer. Cannot access data directly. Data is hidden. Data and its function are said to be encapsulated into single entry. Now, in here, we need to know when they're talking about data hidden. I can telling you one thing. You want to get the money from ATM machine. First thing you have to enter the key, right? Put the card in, enter the key. They will take you to location, address for your account. Okay? And the data. What is the data in your account? Your money. That is, they said to be hidden. That means nobody can see it. Okay? And the data and the function. Now, function means the program very short, do one thing. In the display for the menu, when you get into your account, number one, they say deposit. Number two, they say withdraw. Number three, they say transfer. You have to choose whatever you want. So now I can give you the very simple function of the program for deposit. You press number 2, you go to deposit. What happened? They will be display how much you want deposit. Okay. Then you enter 300. Then what happened? They will be take 300 into your account and they adding to whatever left and they will be display for you or total currently how much the money you get in your account. That is a very small function. Okay. And each subject will be one function. And the data and the function, they have to working together. You must get your data and you must get your function so they can do it. Okay, so in here they can talking about encapsulated, encapsulation. That means both have to work together, the function and the data. Data encapsulation and data hiding, that's a key term in description of the object-oriented language. So when they're talking about C++ or OP, then you must be understand what that means for encapsulation. That means the data and the function must be work together. Okay? In C++ program, typical consist of number of objects which communicate with each other by calling one another member function. That only telling you when you get a big program, they not try to put everything in one program. Cannot follow it. So that's why they divide to each one to a small program, they call a function. Like I already said, you get deposit, they get a function for deposit. You get a withdraw, they get a function for withdraw. For example, function for withdraw, they ask you how much you want to withdraw. You say 100. And what happened is they go to check your account to see you have enough money in order to withdraw. Otherwise, they're telling you you cannot. Okay? If you get enough money, then they given you 100 and also they subtract 100 from your account and also display for you currently money available. Okay, that means a small function doing one thing, and the way that anyone working with the software, either engineering or software engineer, anyone must be understand. They break the program into a small part. Okay, data item are referred to instance of variable. Call object member function refer to sending a message. Object we don't care. In OOP, object a member of the class don't care. Idea of classes lead to inheritance. OOP class can be divided. Okay, that is go to the detail. In C++, they don't have too much subject. First thing you get today, that means introduction. Second one, you can get into array, structure, function, class, or that is different subject. If you want to go more detail into software, then you need to learn. Okay. However, this for electronic, we just get enough information to do your job. Okay. Now, on this display here, anyone try to working with the software must be understand this is what they call a flow chart or the flow diagram. Okay, at the beginning, okay, they go to edit the source. What that mean? Edit source code. You know what you have to do.
It's your program.
That means you get into the C++ and typing your program. That's what they call edit the code. Okay? After you done for your edit, and they go to compile. Compile, that means C++ will be checking to see you follow their rules or not. The thing is, every software, they get a different rules. You must do this way. You cannot do different. Then they check it to see you okay or not okay. If you compile and now they say, is it a compile error? That means they're telling you you get an error or no error. So, this diamond here all the time will be a decision. That means you have to decide what to do. Compile error. Okay, you get, yes, I get error. What to do?
You go back and check your programming.
You have to looking and follow the flowchart here. When they say you get error, you say yes. And now you have to go back to your edit code again to fix it. You see that? The error go back to edit code to fix the problem. After you fix, what you do next? Compile again until you get no error. If you still error, you cannot do anything. You must be fixed.
And Mr. Pham,
Yeah.
when you're compiling, again, it's the process of the computer turning your high-level language into a low-level language so that the computer can understand.
Yeah,
What
the
you're reading?
computer will be checked to see you follow the way the C++ wants you to do. Okay? They just check for syntax error. That means they make sure you follow the way they want it. If it's not, that you keep error. Have to fix until no. And after no error, see, they go to link error. Link means execution. Is it they do what you want to do? I given you example. If you say A equal 3, B equal 2, and C equal A times B, the answer will be number C. That is correct. However, if C display equal number 5, okay, you get an error. They supposed to be number 6, not number 5. However, when you compile error, they not telling you. They just check to see you follow the rule. For C++, then okay. But they not check to see your program working good or not. That will be another error here. That means the link error. This is very tough to fix. Okay? The thing is they do everything look like okay, but the answer will be wrong. Same thing. When you're doing calculation, you say VBB equal VCC times R2 divided R1 plus R2. You have no error. However, when you display, when you run, they get VBB equal 5 volt. However, the required will be 1.8 volt. That means you're wrong, but they're not telling you you're wrong. Where, how? Okay? So that is very tough to fix this error. Okay? Any process for any software people working, they have to follow the same thing. Okay? Okay, this software can be reused. Every C++ program has a main function. Okay? The first one function will be the main. I given you the example here. Normally, when you start, you can get the name equal main. And they must be open. They must be closed. When they open, they close, you understand the main is the function. Okay? And then you have to open the break. Whatever you do inside here, okay, that inside the main. And finally, you must be closed. Okay? So you can get more function you want. However, no matter what, the main thing is when you start running the program in C++, they're looking for the main. Whatever you want to do, they will be inside that main. Okay? So that's why they said here.
Mr. Famo, one question.
Yeah.
What does it mean that the main function is a empty parenthesis?
You get open, close, you mean?
Yeah.
That is the identify the function. When
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say-
but
Yeah,
given the parenthesis is empty, what does it mean? The function is not expecting any input? What
Okay,
is the
now,
meaning of
okay,
that empty?
see here. I get
Yeah.
the pen. equal 10. What is the man?
It's a
Okay,
function.
there you're assigning number 10 for the main.
Now, my question is, if I get man equal number 10, what is the man?
A variable.
Variable.
In
Correct.
that case.
Correct.
Yeah, but my question is, what does it mean the empty parentheses at the beginning when you
I don't-
state main empty parentheses?
I don't think it
Yeah.
has a meaning. It's just a symbol that indicates that that is a function.
No,
Exactly.
I think that is an
Exactly,
indication
now.
of something.
Man, you open bracket here and the close here. And now
Right.
man is not a variable. They be a fun.
It's
Function.
just instead of writing out the word function, it's just a symbol that indicates that you're talking about a function.
Right. Any
Even, oh,
name with the open and close.
It could have been any symbol
They
that
have to be
chose.
a
They just
function.
happened to choose the.
I given you another one. Nancy. Open, close. When you're looking that one, you have to understand they be a function named Nancy. Get
Okay.
in the definition. We don't make it. If you want to do it, you have to follow the rule.
Mr. Pham, I understand that it's necessary to follow the rule, but my question is why you state that function with an empty parenthesis? That is my question.
Is it because he's not returning anything?
Okay, okay. Thank you for the answer. Thank you. Got it now.
Okay. So when you say the variable with the open, close, right? Then they will be a function. Okay. And they said here, man function is special. Okay. When your program start, the man function is called automatically. That means when you start with your program, they call the man to do it. That's the first time they want. Okay. All function begin with open brace and end with closing brace. Okay. I already tell you here. If you get a function, then you must be open. Okay, the brace and you open, you must be closed. If you open, you not close, you add error right away. That is how the people, if you understand that you can fix the error very good. Okay, commands. What that mean? Command mean free writing.
White House, and we have a phenomenal nominee, respected by all, top academic, good in every way.
Okay, command mean free writing. Whatever you want to do, you want to write, they not taking. That if you're working with the government, then you must be get a lot of commands to telling the people what are you doing. So if you quit, some people take over. They base on the commands. They understand what you are going to do. So that's why government requirement. Okay, now they get two ways to write a comment. Okay. First thing, the command will be slash. And after slash, whatever you want to write, you can say this is my first program. So when the compiler looking into slash, they don't care whatever follow that. You can write whatever you want. And another one, you can get slash here and the star. Okay? And you can write 1 line, 2 line, 3 line. The last one will be star and slash. So this is the two different type of the comments. Okay? Can you see what is the difference?
Single
Between-
line, multi-line.
Very good. The first one here, that means single line command. That means if you want another line, have to be double slash again. Okay, only one line. However, the second one here, you can get this, whatever you can write. Okay, too many lines. Okay, however, this you start here, and this you stop here. Inside this thing, computer not reading. They don't care what you done on that. And in the C++, easy to recognize when you see the display green, that means commands. Okay, that's the two type different. Function, okay. Basically, we don't need to go into that. You can read it. They say one of the fundamental of the C++ program can be part of the class. They call a member function can be independent from the class. C++ program must have one function. Even you don't create any function, they still that function they call a main, like we just said. The parentheses open close here, following the word main, are distinguishes feature of the function. Every time you get parentheses, they will be a function. The first statement in execute will be at the beginning of the main function every time running a program in C++. Program statement is a fundamental unit of C++ programming. Each statement must be ended with semicolon. Now, like we already said right here, you say A equals 3. This is a statement, and they must be ended with semicolon. That is just a formula in the math. If you get a wrong way, they get error. And B equal to same thing, and it is same thing. You must get semicolon. So that's why when the people compile, I'm looking into that, I know right away what's wrong. The thing is, sometimes I can saw it, you missing no semicolon. So that's why you get error. Okay? They must be. Okay, again, this is you need to highlight. Each statement must be ended with semicolon. White space, ignore in this one, in this program. White space means you can say A, equal here. That means the space right here you don't care. And the space here you don't care. Number 3 here. They be good. Okay. On the other software you cannot. Then you have to be then you must be equal and you must be 3. Okay? On the C++, of leaving too many space in here. No big deal. Okay, let's see. Variable or decoration. Decoration, definition. Decoration introduce variable, its name into the program and specify its type. Okay. Now, talking about variable. So they wanted the name and the type. So when you say A equal number 2, first thing you must get semicolon. The second thing is you say A will be a location, address variable. You must be define A, okay, and the type. Then before you want to say A equal 2, you must be say, that's what they call a decoration. Integer A. This is a decoration. You must be telling the computer you want a variable name A and the type. That will be the type. If we going a little more down, the type they can be integer, double, float, that means different type. I'll give you an example. When you say type integer, the computer given to you, okay, 2 bytes of memory. Okay, that means they allow you on the address A, you can count content from 2, okay, let's see, 32,000. To minus 32,000. That means a location can only contain any information less than 32,000. Okay? And minus 32,000. If you later on you say A equal 400,000. Now you get a problem with overload. That means you tell me you only need the location coming from minus 32,000 to 32,000. And now you try to store a value 400,000. That's over. In this case, then you cannot say the type integer. You must be using the type double. That means instead 16, and now they given you 32 bit. 2 to the power 13, you going from minus 32,000 to 32,000. Double will be 4 bytes, okay? So that make bigger. That's the type. So before you want to store anything, you must be what they call a decoration. Decoration, okay? A decoration introduce a variable, its name into program and specify its type. What type you want? If a decoration also set aside memory for a variable, it is called a definition. That means if you set integer a, then also you can equal 10. That be okay. That definition. Must declare variable type before you can use the variable. Okay? Now, variable name. You want to get your variable. You follow the rule. All uppercase, lowercase letter, okay. Digit from 1 to 9. And underscore, okay. First character must be a letter. As long as desired, maximum 32 character. Okay, cannot use keyword. Normally everyone you're doing every day and you never pay attention. When you open the account, they asking you username. That means the variable. And you can select your name, uppercase, lowercase, letter, number. However, they cannot, the first one cannot be character, number, okay? The first character must be a letter. Whoever open new Gmail, Yahoo, everything, then you understand you enter ID. They cannot be the number. They have to follow this rule. Okay. Next one. Assignment. Equal, they call assignment statement. Example, VAR1 equal 20. So you understand VAR1, that's the variable. Equal 20. That means later on you understand in VAR1, the value will be 20. Okay. The equal sign in above example cause value on the right to be assigned to the variable on the left. Okay? That means later on VAR1 they contain number 20. So the equal sign here we call a assignment. Okay? Integer constant. That's easy. Number 20, 25, that's integer. Okay? Constant, that means you cannot change anything. 20 is 20. 25 is 25. Okay? There is no decimal point to in the integer. 20.5, not integer. Okay? Integer have a no decimal point. Output variation. Now, inside this software, they're using cout. The other software they're using print. Okay? On this one they're using cout and also arrow. Okay? Now, I go back here telling you. Okay, you want to bring something. They're using cout. In the different software, they're using print. In this one, they're using cout. And now this one. Who knows what the name of Juero? Who already on Tech 1 or Tech 2, you already learning C++. Then you have to know what the name of that.
Countdown.
Now, you knew. You knew. I asking the people already been a program. But look like they never read. They go instruction operator. Instruction operator. Now, we're talking about operator. What is operator? Operator, that means the simple tell computer what to do. I given you that thing here. C equals A times B. What is it here? That will be a multiply operator. What happened for multiply operator? They tell the computer take the content of A and time to the content of B. Okay? When the symbol tell the computer what to do, that's what they call an operator. So in here, cout instruction operator. Okay? And now you can see they put here anything you want, the value. And close here. Who already learned C++? What is it here? When you open, do something, double close here.
String.
String constant.
String constant. Okay, so basically they insert the value here, and now they put another one here, instruction. They can say VAR1. So what the difference? What they try to bring here? What VAR1? On the one
The
we
name.
know variable, right? What VAR1 we just do it equal 20. So in this time they will be display not name VAR1, but they display the content inside var1. So if the instruction to the variable, they display content in the variable. Okay. So character variable, okay, that character, we don't care. Character constant, that be fine. Initialization, variable can be initialized at the same time they are defined. For example, you can say integer 8, then put equal number 5. That will be okay. That's what they say. Initialization. You can define variable. Also put the value. Escape sequence here. We don't care for now. Variable, okay. Variable is the location in your computer's memory in which you can store a value and from which later on you can retrieve that value. That means you can put the data in that, you can take it out. Now, that's what we're talking about type. They get basic type here. First thing you say unsigned short integer. Computer given you 2 byte memory. And that will be telling you you can store any value from 0 to 65,535. That will be 16-bit. And another different short integer, 2 byte. Then you can go from minus 32,000 to plus 32,000. Unsigned long, you get bigger, 4 byte. Okay? Or long integer, okay? Or integer 16-bit, integer 32-bit, depending on your computer. Your computer using i3, i5, i7. When you say integer, they will be 32-bit. That means the number can be stored from minus to big number. Okay? Character only 1 byte. Float 4 byte. Double. That means when you want your variable, first thing you must to tell what type your variable. They type integer, short integer, long integer, double, float, whatever type. Okay? And the name. Case sensitive. C++ is case sensitive. Uppercase, lowercase. Consider to be a different. Okay? I need to get one here. I don't have to go back. Okay, right here. Let's see, that will be 12, 9. Okay, so case sensitive here will be 12, number 10, number 11, number 12. SP. Okay. Case sensitive. I given you example. Integer. Area. Okay? That means you tell the compiler to get a variable name area. Type integer. And later on in the program, you can say area equal 100. Now you get a syntax error. You understand why? The computer can tell you they don't understand what is area. The thing is when you decoration, A is lowercase. So when you write a uppercase, they not recognize. Okay? So that is why they be merged. Different between lowercase and uppercase. So that's why when the people get an error, they ask me, I'm looking and I right away. Okay? The thing is, they not recognize a radio with a cap uppercase. You tell a area will be lowercase. Then you figure they have to be sent to a area. Okay? That uppercase, lowercase. Keyword with tie depth. Okay, we don't need for now. Manipulator. We don't need that. Okay, this one we don't need for your white state. Okay. Block.
Sí.
Yeah. What? Statement we already talked. White space we already talked. Now we're talking about the block. Okay. Block, and you understand one thing. Okay. When you say I get a function that, right, just a minute. Deposit. Okay, I open here.
Y siéntese, ahorita vengo.
Can you say again?
Someone turned their microphone on by accident.
Did you want to ask a question? No, yet. Okay, if it's not, I said this I get deposit, open, close is a function. And you must be open the bread. You're doing inside. And after you're done, you must be close. Okay? This is what they call a block. Okay, diagram. Block function. So when you open, you must be close. Otherwise, you get an error. Okay? That's what they try to explain here. Block and compound. A block begin with an opening brace and end with closing brace. Okay? Every statement in the block must be end with a semicolon. Okay? Expression, anything that evaluates to a value. An expression in C++. Okay? An expression is set to return a value. That will be more detailed later. Operator. An operator is symbol that cause the compiler to take an action. Operators are used to manipulate data like perform calculation. Assignment operator we already done. Okay? For math operator, if you want to adding, plus sign, multiplying, okay, increment or decrement. Okay, increment and decrement. Increment like x equal x plus 1. That in the different program. In the C++, they want increment by 1, they say x plus plus. Or they given you an example. C++, that means C equal C plus 1. Okay? On a different program, they're using C equal C plus 1. However, in C plus plus program, they're using C plus plus. Same meaning, C equal C plus 1. Also, same thing, C minus minus, that means C equal C minus 1. Okay? Also, they say C plus equal 1. Mean what? Means C equal C plus 1. Or also C plus equal B. That means C equal C plus B. Okay? Prefix, postfix, you don't need that. Okay? Precision, you don't need to do your petit time. Okay? And also here, operator precedent. Highest of precedent, that means dot, 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 dot. Scope, resolution. Indirect member, the error. Direct membership, dot. So that's why you go into the internet. When you type in www dot and keep dot, that means they will take you to the definition, the final, okay, location, function call, open, close, postfix, plus, prefix, minus, multiply, divide, modulus. That means higher will be multiplied. Then you can get to divider, okay, and the modulo. Like one, add and subtraction. That one will need to explain a little here. Okay, when you get this thing. Okay, C equal N plus B times C. Now, when you try to do that thing, okay, then you have to follow that rule. Which one will be doing first? Okay, for example, 3 plus 4 times 2. So the first thing is they said you must be doing multiply first. That means you get 8. Then you can do for adding. 3 plus 8 is 11. You cannot say you're doing 3, 8, 4, then you times 2. That's the wrong answer. So that's why they're telling you you must be follow, which must be done before the other. Okay? So in here, they already telling you. Okay? You see that multiply will be preceding number 3. Add and subtraction will be number 4. That means you have to do multiply before you can do adding or subtraction. Okay? The last one, logical AND or gate for textual. Now, this one, relational operator. If equal, if you say A equal B, then you have to A equal B or A equal 5. If you say A why they not move? Equal, let's see, A equal 5. We're just talking about what? I forget it. Oh, equal. Okay. Okay, A equal 5. Now, and also A equal 5. What the difference?
The one on the bottom means A equals the number 5. The one on the top means wherever you see A, put 5 in.
Okay, now tell me what's the operation here.
I
Assign
can't
the
remember
value.
the name of it.
What's the name? Assignment.
Assignment, yeah.
Assignment. That take number 5, put it into the location A. Now, that is A equal 5. That means normally you see on the flow diagram, they get a diamond. A equal 5. They can be no, or they can be yes. That means they ask the question, is it A equal 5? No or yes. That is equal. In the software, they say if, okay, equal 5. That means they asking for is it A equal 5? Answer yes or no. If you're missing one equal, you get assignment, not for double equal. Okay? When we're using if statement or whatever later, okay? That one we don't care. Ampersand here we don't care. Okay? Equal. If not equal, then you get not side equal. Greater than the arrow, greater than or equal, less than or equal. Okay? Indirection operator that using for the pointer in the C++ address operator ampersand. That means when you try to bring the variable, if you're using ampersand, computer will be given to you the hardware address. That means with the number 10111011. That's a real one. Okay? That's what they call address operator. Okay, logical, we don't care. Library. Okay, so in this software, most of the things they already done for you. They put into the library. You want it, you can using that. For example, you want to solve an equation. You don't have to write a program to solve an equation. You just include the math.h. H means the header. Microsoft already did it for you. Anything related into the math. Like you want x square, they given you to say 3 square, they given you number 9. That means they done it for you. You don't have to write a program in order to do it. Or square root, you say, I want to take the square root of number 9. Then you apply function sqrt, put number 9. That one they given to you number 3. Okay? That means they already done everything for you. Okay? So we still get if statement, everything here, and will be done. Okay? Next time will be finish that. The thing that we want on this week, Mr. Thai will be helping you to install the Visual C++ into your computer, okay, and help you how to start the program in C++. And next week, Monday, another day for to me to teach you how to do solving electronic problem with the software. That's what we call e-calculation. Okay? Any question or anything? Have to reading more and more in order to understand. Okay? Same thing like your guy. Okay? Before, I'm an electrical engineering. So, later on, I have to converting to the software. The thing is, without software, you cannot do anything. If I don't know how to working on C++, they lay me off. The thing is, if you understand it, on 1990, they started C++ program. So inside company, every office, everyone get a book for C++. I also get a book, but I'm not reading much of them, so I not understand. Up to the time they said you cannot finish this project using C++, you'll be laid off. So that's why I asked companies send me to the school. You want to do it, you can do it easy. In La Jolla, go to the Microsoft certification, certified. Okay? And I learned first thing C++ for 1 week. Pay $1,500 for 1 week. That means Monday to Friday. 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the evening. Only one thing I can get is every morning I get a donut and a coffee. That's it. They try to talk to you at a home book during only 5 days, no way you can understand anything. Company pay. So I be learning for about 1 month. C++, Java. Java, that means the software like C++, but using for internet. Visual C++, communication. That means learning everything. Still not understand. And later on, I have to get the book and read over and over until someday I can understand most of them to do my job. Your guy doing the same thing. You read one time, you cannot understand. Have to be keep going, reading, memorize. Like end of statement must be semicolon. Uppercase, lowercase, different. Which one will be a string constant? You see that? That means everything you need to follow the math. Okay, just the math, mathematics inside the program. They get the way you must be followed. Otherwise, you cannot get through it. Okay? Any more questions? Also, make sure everyone try to be in the Zoom. You don't have to stay, whole time. You can stay short time, that's okay for me. But the thing is, we make sure you still active. Otherwise, we have to drop your of the program. Okay? So they divide online. They divide the first census. That means it's beginning to the end of this month, 30th, to see how many people still in the program.
You laughing at me, Mr. Pham?
Yeah. Okay, so now they want to see how many people in the program, okay? And if you not show up in the Zoom, then I have to drop you out of the program. Even you can stay 20 minutes, 30 minutes, doesn't matter. You do your homework, okay? That's the only thing we need to prove if the people asking. For example, take two. Basically, you get only Wednesday. That's for take two. But this time, I asking for Monday, Tuesday. And on Thursday, okay, you can want to be there if you don't know how to working with the lab phone forever, whatever. However, it's not required, okay? Make sure you still in Zoom, okay, someday in a week, then you'll be okay.
Mr. Pham.
So basically today and tomorrow, that is a very, very busy day for me. I have to report it. That means who's still in the program, I have to drop out of the program. Okay? Any more questions?
Mr. Pham, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The PDF you're using today on the website, it's different. So are you going to update the one on the website with the one that you're using or no?
You mean on the website different?
Yeah, I looked up the website and it's the introduction. And yours?
I think it's the same. I shared it for you. Quickly.
Yours is a different color, so I'm just...
Oh. So, different color, right? Okay, I can see. That will be handout. And electronic here. Okay, this I see plus.
Pathways to Success.
Yeah. That is the one I get. Same thing.
Right. That's intro C++. All right. I went to C++ instructions, the pathways to success. They're both almost the same, just the one that you're using is all green. All right, thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, that's okay.
Mr. Pham, I have a question.
Yeah.
It might be a different subject, but I think it's related earlier when you were going over memory addresses and memory types.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could explain why the BIOS has a separate battery. Why the CMOS battery is for.
Oh, that's a different. You mean the CMOS battery or what?
Yeah.
And the battery. I don't know. I only think understand the one in the computer, you get the memory cannot write data to it.
Oh, thank you. I was thinking maybe it held like the manufacturer data or something. So that's
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, anything else?
Yeah, Mr. Pham, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
On the I know how to do it, but sometimes it doesn't show. You know how like you want to check your answers on the Excel where you have to copy paste, then you go to the next page and you click on values, but then it should show you put a 1 next to the problem if it's correct and a 0 if it's wrong. Sometimes
That's what I saw Sam show them.
Yeah, I know how to do it, but I'm just saying, sometimes I notice it don't put the ones and zeros next to the problem. So you can't tell if it's right or wrong unless you or Sam know something different than I do.
That's only the easy way to check that question is wrong or right.
Mr. Friend.
You can get it done quickly. You enter A, they not one, enter B, right? Enter C until they get one. Yeah, any question?
Yeah, one quick question. Next week, is there going to be a fall break?
Next week. That's October, right? We don't have a holiday on October.
Thank you.
Yeah, nothing.
Are we celebrating Columbus Day?
No.
We get only holiday on Thanksgiving and a Christmas.
We celebrate Catherine Daly Day and Kumi Day.
October, no holiday. November will be more holiday. So basically, more things will be done in October. Okay, then you get November, December, not much. And January will be end.
I'm celebrating Catherine Daly Day and Kumi Day.
Yes, with coffee.
Good looking out, Joseph.
Okay, so see you
The
guys.
San Francisco Bay was a jug of water. That was cool.
Mr. Fan,
Yeah.
do you have time to go over assignment 11 question on the oscilloscope part?
11
Yes.
for the halfway and full way rectified, right?
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Is it Sam to do it?
Sorry?
Hello, Sam.
Yes. Okay.
You're on 11. So
Yes,
then
sir.
what to do?
Okay, on assignment 11, so, okay, let me go ahead and go into share screen. Share screen, let me go ahead and minimize this out the way. Share screen, okay. All right, so assignment 11, so therefore we're going to be going through the website.
Hey, Mr. Pham or Sam, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So assignment
Well,
11.
I
will be
tried
here.
to complete the registration or the enrollment, and I couldn't get past the submit on the third step.
So we're going to be here.
I would submit it, and it would say, dang, where is my? I would submit it, and it would say, whoops, you have to add that some approval number, which I thought I did, and it wasn't working.
Okay, so this is assignment, this is assignment 11.
Yeah, Sam. Now, if you look at the two graph at the bottom,
Okay.
okay, fee peak to peak for the input, isn't that shouldn't that be about 12? I mean 24?
Correct.
Hello,
It should be 12 because it goes from here to here. So you got that's going to be 5, 10, 15. So you got a 10 right here and halfway about 10 here. So that's, yeah, about 12 here. So 12 represent peak here and then 12 here. So the answer here should have been 24, but I think that was the answer was the one that was accepted 12. So this one should have been peak, not peak to peak.
So it should be peak. Okay.
Yeah,
All
if it's 12, it would be peak.
Right. Okay. Then that's fine. And then
Yes.
what about VDC? How do we get the value of VDC?
VDC, that is just in this whole circuit. The only VDC is through the through the diode. Okay.
Okay.
So the diode, remember
What the
Mr.
hell,
Pham
man?
said,
I
for
can't
the,
hear anything. Can't see anything.
You want to mute and then
okay, let me see. Did I get muted? No, I'm still on. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, so like Mr. Pham said, when you have to solve the circuit, you have to remove the diode and put a VDC there, right?
Okay.
0.7 volt.
Which is represents 0.7.
Okay.
So therefore, the VDC here is going to be a drop of 0.7.
Why is it negative 0.7?
The thing is, you see the battery, how you put the battery? Positive on the anode, on the negative on the cathode.
Right.
So that's why when they on the output, you can get a minus, not a plus.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
you got a plus here, and then you got a negative here.
Right.
So yeah, so if you look at this one here, so you have you got a negative up way up here, and you got a positive on this side.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Okay,
therefore,
Sam, could you talk a little bit Vout kilohertz? I don't understand.
Vout is kilohertz. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to be okay. So I'm going to simulate this, F10, F11. So now we got exactly the circuit. So right here,
Yeah.
I'll be getting rid of this, and then we look at the V in and V out. So V in and V out. Okay. Oops. Let me see if I put in input. Yeah, because I put the negative minute ago on my circuit. Let me look at. I'm just look at the V out then because I need to readjust my input. So as you can see, V in. So you look at V in. So you will look at one complete cycle. Now, if I look at the 0 point here, so therefore it's starting from this point right here, which is so T equal to 0.5 millisecond. If I'm going to scroll down here, it's at 0.5 millisecond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Sam.
Yes, sir.
Can you click on the plot?
Plot. Okay.
Plot, okay. Adding, let's see. Adding y-axis.
Okay.
Oh, no. That's not the one. Let's see. Click it back on the plot. Let me do it. Add y-axis setting. You see the one display on the handout I gave it to you?
Like this here?
Right. You can see that they display input at the bottom,
Yes.
output
Yes.
on the top.
As input.
That is recognized easy for you to calculate the period.
Okay.
The period in the input 1 millisecond.
Correct. If you look at just this graph, so from this picture alone, okay. If you look the one that Mr. Pham already run the simulation, you look at this point right here, it's T equals 0.5 millisecond, right? These two here. All right. So right here it would be represented. Oops. Yeah, right here it would represent 0. So it goes from here, goes all the way up here, and then complete cycle is going up to here. So the final is 1.5 millisecond. So that means your total time, your T would be equals 1.5 millisecond.
Oh, 1 millisecond.
Minus 0.5 millisecond. So your T is equal to 1 millisecond. Okay, and your frequency is 1 over T. So therefore 1 over 1 millisecond. So if you do that calculation, you should get 1,000 hertz, and you convert
1K.
that into 1 kilohertz.
Okay.
And now you go to the output. The period will be 0.5.
Correct. So you look at here. So here is the output, and it goes 1 complete would be here, and then it repeat that again. So it goes from T would be 0.5, and it ended here at 1 milli. So your T for your V out is equal to 0.5 millisecond.
So that's why frequency.
1 minus, yeah. So 1 minus the 0.5, it gives you 0.5. And so frequency is 1 over T, which is 1 over 0.5 millisecond, which is F is equal to 2000 hertz. And we convert that into kilohertz, that's 2 kilohertz.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
I see. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. Okay, back to you. Any other question? Any help or?
Yeah, can I share screen?
Go ahead.
What you share?
I'm trying to find out why I don't get those zeros and ones on there.
What do you mean 0 and 1?
On my answer.
Okay, so this is assignment 10.
8, I think it is.
Okay, assignment 8. Okay, so assignment 8. Let me open that up just so I can follow through.
So if I take and highlight this and then go to the other screen, that's the way you said to do it, right?
Yeah, you can copy only.
Correct.
Okay, here we
You
go.
don't have to copy everything.
Okay. Well, wait a minute, hold on.
So look like you got a 7 points right there. So you got a 7 point correct. So you're still not.
Okay, so then I need to look at the quiz then.
So scroll up, see how many you got this here right. You have to highlight the whole thing.
Yeah, I just did.
No, you only highlight up to L. You did not highlight the whole thing. See, look at right there. You got a status of 7. So you got a 7 point correct. And how many questions in this thing here? So.
All right, then let me go back to the, but it says fail. It says, and then to the right, it's got 7, 7.
Yes, but if you scroll down.
Okay.
Count how many answers do you need. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 on top, 4 on the bottom. So a total had to be 8 in order to get the full credit.
Okay, but my problem was when I highlighted it and I did value, it didn't put the 1s and 0s on there.
Okay, show me how you highlight it.
Okay, just for example. I'll just do this part right here. Okay, so then you do Control C, then you just go over to sheet 1, come up here, do that. Now I'm going to come down to where the 1, 2, 3 is at, and then I'm going to come down a little more because I want to go over to value.
We already got the value. We don't care about anything else. But look at the range that you choose. And go back to the problem page.
Okay.
Click on the problem to the first page. Look at your highlight only up to L. How do you know the answer is not somewhere in N, O, P, Q, R, S?
Okay. All right, well, I don't want to take up a lot of time, but you said I need to highlight a little further over.
I said to highlight all the pages, the entire thing. That's why Control A to. I don't know where it is, but I know that if you only highlight up to there, you don't know where Mr. Pham put those information.
Okay.
Joseph.
You go up to top left corner.
There's
Highlight the whole page.
just do Control A, Joe.
Okay.
There's coding on that page you can't see. Just hit Control A.
Hey.
There you go.
And Control C.
All right, now I go to the other page.
Right, yeah, I didn't go page up in the corner.
All right, so now.
Control. No,
Control B.
Paste. Click.
Okay, go to your clipboard on the left corner.
Click on it. And
Go down
do
to value.
value. That's the first 1, 2, 3. Okay,
So
yeah.
right there, the first 4 is correct, and scroll
All right.
down and
Yeah, I got you guys. Highlight the whole thing. There's a 0 there. Okay, I got you. I'm done. All right, let me stop sharing.
okay, look like someone else have questions at number 9, was it?
We already did it.
Okay, so they said, I have question on assignment 9, VD.
How do I get out of this? I want to stop sharing.
VD on question 9.
Oh, it's up top. There we go.
What's the voltage over the diode? That's what they asked for. Voltage diode. Okay, I got everything except for VD.
Yeah.
VD is diode, and Mr. Pham said the diode is 0.7. So this for Meridel, right? That is Mr. Pham just mentioned when you have that. Okay, so you want a VD. VD is just the diode, this diode right here, right? So the diode, just Mr. Pham said, VD is 0.7.
Got it. Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome. Okay.
Yeah, when we not say anything, means 0.7.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Mr. Pham. Thanks for all y'all help.
All right.
No problem.
Okay. Anybody have any more questions, concern? Everybody's good?
I just want to point out on assignment 13, the second problem, the current for IB, the unit that Mr. Pham put in was microamp. It should have been milliamp.
Yeah, that should be milliamps.
Okay.
That was even before with the student. That was the same circuit that we had before.
Which one is that, Sam?
It's assignment 13. It should be milliamp, not microamp.
Hey, Sam or Mr. Pham?
Hello, Alaska.
Hello.
You can be in the Zoom, but no question at all.
Okay, fine.
Okay, you're not registered in the program. You must own
Well, that's what I'm trying to ask. So, yeah, I'm having trouble on there. Maybe it's because I'm just on my phone right now. But it let me get to the third step of enrollment, and then it said you need to enter the permission code, which I did. But I tried that a number of times.
The only way that we can resolve the problem is that if you can share your screen, that is the best way that we're able to walk you through the problem quickly.
Oh, sure.
If you keep on talking,
Okay.
you're describing things to us, so we don't know. There's a lot of details on there that we can't see, or you can't describe to us that we can't see.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go.
I'm listening.
You can go, put it on the sharing, so Sam can telling you what's wrong.
Okay. see.
Alistair, if you don't see the same controls, you might have to download from Google Play the Zoom controls for Android.
I don't know. I don't use Zoom besides for this class. All right.
Yeah, that's why it's
So-
this class is that you have. This is an online class, and we make sure that you have to have a computer because the computer you can download Zoom, and you can be able to we can be able to share the screen, and you can be able to share the screen with us too. So that way we can see from your side. You know, there's like I said, there's a lot of details on there. If I can see it, I can pinpoint the problem. If I can't see it, it's hard to, and you don't know what to look for and what to.
I think I'm there.
We see your
Yes.
screen recordings.
Right? That's
You
all
are-
you see, right?
You are sharing screen.
No, I'm not.
That's all we see. A white
Share device. Okay.
Yeah, we see it's only yours that you are viewing Alistair McNamara's screen. Okay, now you stopped it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You use
I'll try to
iPhone?
figure that out. Yeah.
This iPhone, I cannot share screen.
Really? Okay. Well, I have a computer. I have two computers, so I don't want to carry around both of them. So I will just figure out which one works best, I guess. But I'm guessing my Microsoft. But as far as enrollment, can I like just text? Can I like message you, Sam, or something, or if I have any troubles?
Like I said, the only thing is that we had to see your screen.
Okay.
And if you're messaging me, I can't see your screen. And if you do send me like a snapshot of the screen, it's like you got only a small detail of that, and I don't get to see everything. You know, it has to go step by step, and then if I'm missing a certain step, we will be still stuck in the same problem.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll figure it out.
Okay. Like I said, I
and
already share my screen who's how to contact me, right? Everything, I already gave in where to contact.
Right.
How to get onto my Zoom and everything else. So.
Yeah. Thank you.
So best thing is if you need to get with me is like come back into, like I said, would be the easiest to contact me is make sure that you're able to get onto Zoom, and would be and then if you're able to get onto Zoom, just text me at this number and I will get on Zoom with you.
Okay.
This is Zoom,
sure.
and this is my password to get into it.
Okay. So.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Next week.
Okay. Have a good night.